Parshas Kisisa. The Gemara in Yuma Daf Chav Beis Amud Aleph says that initially anyone who wanted to do Tumas Hadeshin would go up on the ramp, would go to the Mizbeach. But there was a Maaseh that two Kohanim really wanted to do the mitzvah, and they ran and one of them pushed his friend and he fell and broke his leg. And as a result, they decided from now on, we're only going to do this through a lottery. Asks the Meir Shapira. Normally we have mute hadoros, a deterioration in generations. It doesn't usually go the reverse. So what happened there? Initially, the first generations, they weren't so crazy about the mitzvahs. They just walked calmly. There's no rush, no pushing. But then later, they became such tzaddikim and they started pushing each other. No, I want to do the mitzvah. I wanted to be the first one. What happened? It seems that normally things happen in the reverse order. So Meir Shapira explained. In the previous generations, each one said about the mitzvah of Tumas Hadeshin, I'm not fitting for the job, I'm not suitable, I'm not Ra'ui, my friend is much more suitable for the job. And therefore nobody pushed because they figured they were such humble individual. He said, it's not shaykh for me, my friend is better off. But later on, everybody started saying, he should do it. I'm going to do it. I'm much more worthy of it in this position than he is. Much more shaykh to me than him. And therefore they started pushing. And with that he explained, why did the Torah say, when it comes to the mitzvah of Tisa shekel, the beginning of Parsha Kisisa, each one has to bring Tisa shekel, each one has to bring a coin, because there's a chashash. Everybody remembers the tragedy in Miron. What happens when everybody comes to do a mitzvah, they all come together? It's sakana, it's dangerous. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, yeah, but you have to give some money. When people are instructed to give some money, nobody is rushing, they walk peacefully, there's not going to be any pushing, don't worry, and therefore to protect from a sakana, that's why the pasuk says, V'lo yeh bahem negef bifkod oisam. Why does the Torah say, if you give machzis the shekel, give a half a coin, and there's not going to be a plague? And why will there be a plague? Because when it comes to money, nobody is rushing, it's not going to be dangerous, and that's what the Torah says, give a coin. Rabbi Yitzchak Mivolozhin once came to a certain town, and everybody heard, Rabbi Yitzchak Mivolozhin is coming to town, so everybody came to greet him. So they all coming, there was a lot of people, and Mamish became a sakana. People were pushing and shoving, Mamish became a sakana. So he said something similar. He said, why did the Kodesh Baruch Hu say, give a coin, machzis the shekel? Because it's a mitzvah. When you come to K'yan Klal Yisrael, Kodesh Baruch Hu instructs you to do something, it becomes a mitzvah. So everybody would say, I want to be the first one to do the mitzvah. I want to be, count me first. But when you're instructed, give a half a coin, so people will say, well, listen, if Moshe wants, he can find me, he knows exactly where I live, there's no rush. And therefore he said to the people there, pushing and shoving to see him, he says, listen, I also didn't come just to say hello. I came to raise money for Pidyon Shvuim. So there's no need to rush, there's no need to push. And everybody moved back and there was no pressure.